All right, guys. I'm Brian. This is Jeremy, and that's Michelle. And this is the topic of the week.
I was going to do upbeat music. I forgot it's the regular theme.
I
was going to do the spoiler.
Boombox or what?
You know, the spoiler tune? Yeah.
All month long, we're partnering with HowINerd.com. Make sure anytime a new movie comes out, a new video game, a new comic book, a new graphic novel, a new piece of paper. What kind of paper?
Parchment.
Anytime new parchment paper comes out,
You said it.
go to HowINerd.com and check out what they think of it. It's
Flash paper.
a site for nerds,
It burns so quick. Mr. Wizard.
by nerds, HowINerd.com.
We're a bunch of nerds.
What? Oh, Flash paper. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'd be like, "Phew."
It's a new one.
Yeah. And he's just burn awesome. Dude, what's with the
burns
raccoon
awesome.
tail?
It's been there.
It's been there.
That's been there
For
a long
years.
time.
It's been there for
What?
4 years
Years.
now.
I
Almost-
just noticed it
Almost 5 years.
earlier today, and I took a double
We
take, and it
can't
might
all
be
be
on camera.
observant.
Wow. Well, there's so much to look at in my
There's
defense.
just a lot of trash around, really.
If this camera could be turned around, they would see there's a lot. The same to see.
You just spit on me. If this camera could be churned around,
I heard. Yeah.
if we could churn some butter with this camera.
Alright.
So the topic this week
What's
about-
the topic this week?
about traveling.
Traveling. I love traveling.
For anybody who's not in the know, Jeremy just got back from a week-long vacation.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Welcome back.
I learned. Do you know the origin of tapas?
Oh,
I thought of you both when this was being explained
I
to
bet
me.
you did.
I was like,
yeah,
We both, for everyone who doesn't know, we work at a tapas restaurant.
yes.
come and
Go
stalk us.
on.
Actually, well, for the time being, anyway.
Very not actual tapas, according to out in Barcelona.
Also,
So-
according to Wikipedia.
So yeah, it was like I from what the tour guide had said that Barcelona had a lot of merchants, traders, and pirates, and they'd always be getting fucking drunk.
Yes, they
So the king made it kind of a law that every drink was topped with a little plate with a little hand sandwich on it, and that was a tapa, topping up, and that was it. I did not realize that. So what we get, where you guys work,
Yep.
is very Americanized tapas, I guess.
Oh, so
I
amazing.
would imagine.
Yep.
Huge portions, enough for
Yeah.
4, but fucking good though.
Yeah.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Shrimp sliders. Oh.
Oh,
Now you know
Yeah.
where we
Yeah.
work.
And it's neat too. They had everything that you just go up and take the shit yourself. All these like mini tapas everywhere. You just take them yourself, and they got toothpicks, or it was on a half of an oyster shell, and you go back and you eat it, and then when you were done eating it, basically they just counted the toothpicks and charged you as like
Yeah.
$1.90.
yeah,
Whatever
that's
the
a
fuck
pretty good deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of neat. Yeah.
I like that.
I would love if we did something similar to that.
No, they'd steal. I mean, it's Worcester.
Oh,
you know?
no, absolutely.
Anywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, it wouldn't go down.
They'd hide toothpicks to
Yeah.
save $1.90. Like fucking
Eat
idiots.
the toothpicks. Like,
Yeah, really.
Just get rid of
I'm
this.
paying for
Yeah.
it. Take that home and use it. Pieces of shit.
Didn't say I had to save it.
Yeah, really. But it was really neat. Went
Super
from the
cool.
top of the Eiffel
Where else
Tower
did you go? You went okay.
Paris, yeah. Germany, Berlin, Germany. Saw all that. I mean, everything riddled
Duh.
with bullet holes. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, not
She's
very
one
well,
with the
Trevor.
world.
No, definitely not. We just lost all our German subscribers.
Did we have any?
Nope. So I check YouTube analytics pretty much daily.
Was an Australian, wasn't there?
We have a solid fan base in Australia.
That's awesome.
The UK, the Thailand. Strangely, we get like 1.9% of our viewers live in Thailand.
Really?
I don't even advertise there. I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of the Australian crew, I'm sorry I've been tearing through your environment in Forza Horizon 3.
Oh.
I bought it.
Ooh, do you like it?
There was too much
Forza
to talk about, and
Horizon
Westworld is
3, but
amazing,
there's,
so I had to
the
talk about
fourth one
that.
coming out? right now?
No, this was the
This
brand
is-
new one. It
This
just
is the
came
new
out.
one? Is
Yeah.
it pretty?
Oh, it's
It looks so
gorgeous.
pretty.
Beautiful.
It looks so pretty. I want to play so
yeah,
bad.
it's really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought something else too.
Duh.
Mafia 3. And I know.
Okay, you know what? New topic. Let's talk about games. No.
No, but we'll get back to this. This will be for next week and the
Yeah.
week after if
Yeah,
we
sure,
shouldn't.
yeah.
Oh no, VR will be then. I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna keep that locked in its box. I found it.
Lock
So
it
anyways,
in.
back on topic.
So you had a
Travel.
nice trip.
So, anyways,
It was incredible. We went down in the catacombs of Paris too, and had like a 3.5 hour tour down there with his,
That's awesome.
6 to 7 million different people buried down there. It was sick. And then the Louvre. Yeah, we did so much. And Barcelona
and
was
your girl?
amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
And we fucking climbed this. They call it a hill, but it was pretty much a mountain. Took us a couple of hours, and I mean the roads were like zigzagging up this thing until on the top there was a castle from the early 1600s in Barcelona, and you could see all of everything. But it was like
That
2 in the
sounds
morning by the time.
beautiful.
It was awesome the whole time.
But 2 in the morning. And it took you that long to get back down?
Oh yeah, I mean took us a very
so you
long
didn't get
time.
back to the...
No, well no. Once we got to the base of the hill, we got onto the subway system.
Okay.
And we
Yeah,
didn't
that's nice.
walk because we walked originally. It was like
Right.
an hour away from the hotel to this fountain area that had this hill and castle, and then it was several hours to the top. And there was some concert going. It was crazy. Anyways, yeah, it was.
A concert, too?
That was actually yes. I don't know what it was, but the Olympic Stadium. We walked up to that as well, where the Olympics were in Barcelona, whenever they were a few years back. A lot happened. I mean, a lot. Yeah,
So this was a week nonstop
non-fucking stop.
with your girl,
Yeah,
traveling everywhere.
yeah,
Kids at home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to do this at all.
Yeah.
How if I spend like more than a day with somebody, I'm like just get away. so how being like right with somebody the whole time. Like I mean, you guys are obviously close. No problems.
I live with her half the week.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So, I love it. We love hanging out with each other.
That's
She's my
awesome.
best friend. We do everything.
Yeah.
When I do things without her, it sucks. You know what I mean? So, no, I highly enjoy it. So, we had a
Understandable.
ball. The whole time was awesome.
That's great. So wait, so give us a rundown. What places did you hit in this trip? Because it was a lot.
In Germany, she took me, and she's one of the smartest people I know. I don't know how she retains this knowledge, but she took me on like a 4.5 hour tour of Germany. When I got there at like 3, she met me at the train station. We got back from 6 until midnight or whatever, just going around in all these places. It was, I don't know, it was incredible. So we did all that in Berlin, Germany. We toured some
For, like,
bunkers.
giving you the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we
right.
did like
So she's
bunker
been there
tours.
before.
She's there
And you
now. She
haven't-
had been there a month when I arrived.
Right, and you haven't been there before?
Never. I've barely been out of New England. I mean, I've been to Arizona.
So
in
this was
Texas.
huge for you.
Oh, yeah. And the flight was only like 5.5 hours to get out there and then a little layover.
What'd you
and
do on the flight?
They served doers, so I drank, and it was overnight. So I was kind of thinking I was going to sleep. I took Dramamine, and I mixed it with
thought maybe.
alcohol, thinking I'd get knocked out.
okay.
Instead, I
Didn't work
watched an awesome kind of a documentary on Freddie Mercury, and then I forget what other movie after that because I definitely got drunk on the plane.
Okay.
She came around and she's like, "Oh, would you like something to drink?" I'm like, "What do you got?" And she named a few things, one of which was
What'd you
Dewar's.
got?
I'm like, "That, please."
Mm-hmm.
So she gave me a plastic cup, that much. So I sat there watching my Freddie Mercury doc, and I'm drinking this shit. She comes around
not?
again. Yep. So again, then she brings food, and then I'm letting that shit cool down. She brings again. I stand up to go pee. I realized I fucking drank a lot, and I stopped
It's
drinking.
always when you stand up, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, right, I forgot.
And I'm on a
the flight
plane.
wasn't
All right.
that long either.
No,
So
5.5 hours.
you're getting off
It's
the
not...
plane and you're trashed.
Yeah, and then I had to go in a country with words and shit that I know nothing.
and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
No one likes
no
that.
German.
No one likes that.
No German whatsoever in my vocabulary. So yeah, Duh. And there was a layover, and then I had to get to another thing and fly further and then get there. But my flight back was 9 hours and 10 minutes. A layover in Jersey, and then another 48 minutes.
So it was almost twice as long to get back.
Yeah, probably with the wind, I guess.
Wind.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Stream.
Hurricane? I know, yeah.
Hurricane. Yeah, I'm talking too much about this. Too much happened. And so, yeah, Paris. And we went to the Eiffel Tower. We didn't go in the Louvre because we just saw it, you know.
Did you just mad? Did you just mad the Louvre?
Well, they said
like,
they said to view everything in
what?
there properly, it would take 9 months straight to look at every.
So
There's 35.
So-
They just drove by.
No, we walked. We walked everywhere.
Yeah.
Walked. We walked.
You literally
The phone's
just mad,
registered was
though, like-
miles per
Okay.
day.
Just gonna let that one go.
What?
Just meh.
Oh, with the Louvre. The outside was incredible, but we didn't want to waste the time inside.
Well, 9
There was
months.
too much other stuff. Notre Dame,
no,
you know,
that's fine.
we
Yeah,
saw
sure.
that. We went in there.
Super hunchback.
And no, there's no fat people in Europe.
True.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, there's none. It's
Yeah.
all here.
Yep.
I get home, I'm driving, I'm like, you fucking pieces of shit. I was like angry. I just see fat ass spandex and trash everywhere, and it just made me.
You do mean litter, not actual trash people.
Oh no, I mean trash, and then they were, you know,
I saw a lot of trash today.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, obviously, yeah, okay. So no fast food restaurants, or what's going on?
They
over
were
there?
fast food, but and they ate like
McDonald's?
sweet for breakfast. Like it was a lot of breads, Nutella, a lot of Nutella. They seem to like Nutella quite a
Yeah,
bit.
toast and Nutella is
Yeah.
the thing in Paris.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Germany. It was pretty big. In Paris, it was pretty hard to get like a warm breakfast, if you would, like eggs and shit like that. Just didn't happen.
Really?
And then Barcelona, yes, awesome. Yes.
So this is obviously
Yeah.
the biggest trip of your life.
Oh yeah,
By far.
no yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
What's the biggest trip in your
Yeah.
life?
I mean, I try to get out to San Francisco every couple of years.
Okay.
I go by myself because I don't enjoy other people very much, as I made clear a few moments ago.
Yes.
And I like that because I get up every day and I go, what do I feel like doing today? I don't make an itinerary, and I get up and like start my day, walk down to Starbucks, and usually sit there and write for a little while, and then just kind of go and experience the city, like walk around randomly and see what happens.
Where do you stay? You stay at a.
I always stay at a super cheap
Hostels,
hotel. Yeah, except I learned my lesson the last time because I actually came back with bed bugs, and I'm fucking lucky as motherfucking luck that that didn't become a problem.
Yeah.
Because I woke up on the very last day with like the bites, where it's like if you see 3 bites in a row, you know
You
that.
knew.
Yeah. And I was like, shit. I literally have to run to the airport right now. Like I can't like take my stuff outside and
Yeah.
shake it out and do anything. I'm like, I got to go right now. And I'm like, cross my fingers that everything would be fine. Somehow it was. But
Just in the nick of time.
I guess. So I learned my lesson about staying at super cheap hotels.
Yeah.
Because I have no problem, man. I don't mind staying in the middle of the ghetto. I mean, I live in the middle of the ghetto.
Yeah.
So I don't want to spend a lot on extravagant hotel accommodations. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But I do have to take it a step up next time because this was scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, San Francisco is like, I love going there, but I think my most exciting travel story was when I just picked up and moved to Tennessee, like just left and packed up my car and, quit my job after they fired me. And, and just a buddy of mine, Mike O'Brien, if you're watching, what's up, dude? This kid, he's a good friend, and he just let me sleep on his couch for like 2 months while I was trying to get my shit together there. Like I went without a job or a plan or anything.
No.
It's like, well, I'm either gonna
And all your stuff fit in the car?
Did you have?
I sold everything.
So this is after that.
Yeah. This is the 4th time I've rebought
Oh shit.
collections. This is obviously the biggest it's ever been. But I basically financed months and months of my life in Tennessee by selling an entire collection, like my first collection, I guess.
Huh.
And that was great. I had a nice little Plymouth Laser with some pounds of turbo in the engine. It was a little sports racing car, and it was really fun to drive. And I went like 90 miles an hour the entire way with a carton of Parliament lights and a 30-pack or 24-pack, whatever comes in, Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, something. Like I was just like caffeinating the whole time and chain smoking
How
the
long
whole
did
time.
it take you to get there?
It was a straight shot, except for taking piss breaks every state.
What are, like-
And 3 piss breaks in Ohio. I think I've maybe talked about this before.
The Ohio, the signs you talked about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
what are they, like the abortion signs? What did you talk about?
Oh, that was
Or
I had seen.
do you remember?
Who's the father with the picture of the
Yeah. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
And then all the like rest
They
areas
are
that were the
identical.
exactly the same.
So I stopped like I think the first
Right.
4 times in Ohio, and I really thought I was going in circles after all. I was like, I think I parked in this exact same parking spot the last time
Right.
I pissed. It's like, am I getting off the wrong?
Like,
wrong
what is
way?
happening? Why am I
right
going
here.
in circles?
Is
Yeah.
it possible to actually get on the highway going the wrong way? I don't know.
Twilight Zone.
Right. So in Ohio, it's deceptively large.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
So it was 1,200 miles. It took me 17 hours nonstop. It was awesome. Like I said, 90 miles an hour the whole way. And when I got to Tennessee, I had actually made it into Nashville. I was probably about 4 minutes from my destination, and I was getting on an off ramp, and I hit my clutch, and I tried to shift, downshift, and my entire gear shift just went limp. Like it just loosened, and I could move all over the place. And I was like, "This sucks."
Wow.
So I was just revving the engine, being like, "This okay? I can't get it into gear." So I
Oh,
have
no.
to pee really bad,
Oh,
right?
no.
Because I've got 17 Diet Cokes in me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, all right,
It's been a
yeah.
long time since Ohio, and I pull off the off ramp basically, and this is like bumper to bumper rush hour traffic,
Nah.
and I'm like, fuck it, I just unzip and take a piss right in front of everybody. Like I tried to do it behind my car, but bumper to bumper traffic on both sides of me. I'm like,
Oh gosh.
I'm taking a piss. This
Mommy!
has to
Yeah.
happen right now. I have to pee.
All right,
Did
yeah.
anybody be like? I mean, were you trying not to?
I mean,
look?
not in the
I'm-
diet
So
Coke cans or
no, just on the grass. I didn't
Okay.
have time. I had to do it. Right.
Yep,
And
it was happening.
So I have my hazard
Yeah.
lights on, and I'm pissing, and I'm of course
It was a hazard happening. Yeah.
So much
It was
going
a
on.
hazard.
Like my bladder's
For
ready to
sure.
blow,
Yeah.
so I'm pissing for like a long time. Of course, I'm like, can I just fucking finish this? Like I need to
if
get.
only your urethra was wider.
If only.
My whole life I've been saying that about my urethra.
You gotta be like, oh, and flex his shit open.
So, so the worst part about this scenario is also the best part. In the middle of my pee, this like redneck dude pulls around my car and basically blocks it from traffic so no one will hit it. So like they'll hit his car instead of hitting mine.
Wow.
And he gets out and he's like, "Buddy, you need some help?" And I'm like basically just zipping up, and I'm like, yeah, actually I do. I'm like, my gear shift just let go, and he's like, "Oh, let me see." You know, like without saying like anything, he's like, "You pop the hood," and I was like, "Okay," I popped the hood, and he like gets all this stuff out of his truck, and like he like gets under my
Really?
car. He's like in the hood.
Welcome to
he's
Tennessee.
doing stuff. And,
Yeah,
like,
right?
literally
Good
fixing
job,
my
Tennessee.
car
Yeah.
on an off ramp. I was like,
Like, yeah.
and he goes, "How much further do you have to go?" I was like, "About like 4 miles." And he's like, "This will get you there." He's like, "But you're gonna need something more permanent." And he literally told me, he's like, "Call this number, talk to these people, tell them this is what you need."
This is like an angel.
And this is
Right?
my name.
Seriously.
And,
Did he turn around? He was
right.
gone. Where did that
Right.
gentleman go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I imagine that?
Yes.
What is that? What happened?
And he said, he's like, "Listen," he's like, "I'm a little concerned. You know, I want to make sure that like you make it where you're going." He's like, "So I'm just gonna follow you for like a mile or two." And I was like, "This is where things start to
Wow.
go bad, right?" And I'm
Then
just
I'm
gonna make
kill
sure.
you. I mean, help you.
Right. He goes.
I mean,
He goes, "But on the next on ramp, he goes, I'll wave, letting you know I'm taking off." And I was like, "All right." Never saw him again.
Wow.
He was,
did he followed you for a while?
He followed me.
Further
did.
proof
Okay.
that your mother called ahead.
My mother called
My
ahead.
son's out there.
She called everybody in Tennessee. If you see him, help him.
Help him.
Because I'm going to guarantee
I'm sure something broke.
he needs help.
Oh,
Because he does.
yeah.
Thanks, Mom. What about you?
Yeah,
so
I'm
that's
sure
probably my
you've
best
traveled.
travel
That's
story.
That's a good
awesome.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, Southern hospitality at the front door, basically.
Yeah, that's
right?
awesome.
It's fantastic. I did like a 5-month cross country road trip.
There you go.
That was pretty spectacular. I did 40 states in a Prius
Nice.
with my now ex-boyfriend because 5 months in a Prius.
This is where I was going with this.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know
Different
what?
than one
Prius
week.
is confined.
That's not true though, because
Didn't imply anything.
4.5 of those months were awesome. The last little bit was like, all right, time to go back home. But
yeah.
it was fantastic. We focused all on national parks, hiked every mountain we possibly could at every time. I mean, it was incredible. We saw tons of animals. We met tons of people. We stayed in like hostels. We slept in the car. I slept outside.
Have you seen bears?
Areas.
Like, have you seen
oh,
bears?
of course.
Really?
Oh my
I've
God,
never seen
yeah.
a bear with my own eyes.
We had actually the craziest thing was like
in the wild. Yeah.
oh, the craziest thing was mountain lions actually.
Apartment.
Mountain lion. Just
You saw
we were
mountain
back
lion.
country. Yeah, we were just hiking off trail actually at one point. Just taking a hike up a mountain kind of thing, and this mountain lion literally just ran right in front of us, and we just stopped. Like, we were actually looking at this bunny that was just down in the corner, and we're just like,
terror.
oh, this is cute, you know, whatever, distracted. And then a mountain lion just ran across, and we were just like, oh, like, what was that? Like, oh my God, that was a huge cat. It was a huge cat. It was like panther lion huge. Like, it was huge.
Eek.
Absolutely terrifying. Completely off the trail, completely like hours in on this mountain hike. Like nobody in sight, no one to be found. We had enough water and food, but weapons? We didn't have a machete. No, we had like probably a pocket knife, but like you're not gonna tackle a mountain lion.
That thing would kill you.
No,
You'd be dead.
So what you do is you just make a lot of noise and you keep walking.
Yeah.
We made a lot of noise and kept walking, like dinging the your like water can and this and that. Just.
But then you'll attract other type. You're like, oh, who did it?
No. You typically scare away most animals if they're like,
I watched Tropic Thunder recently. So
You're like, no, they're all coming. Nope, no guns there. No, it was fantastic though. It was a great trip. It really was.
Do you have a favorite state that you went in on this trip?
I mean, favorite spots. For sure. I mean, Zion was my favorite national park. That was incredible. Along with Yellowstone was great. My favorite
did you
spots
see the geyser?
ever. I did.
You saw it? Oh, that's awesome.
It's not as it doesn't go up as often as it should now, though.
Yeah.
It's very much more spaced out, and which is scary because
it's just getting old.
Yeah, it's getting old.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it's running out of water.
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing.
Ryan should have peed in
some
it instead of on the side of Tennessee.
Maybe he should have. Yeah, just pit stopped in Montana. I don't know. Yeah. But my favorite spots are and have always been Key West, Las Vegas, and San Diego. Those are my top 3 always favorites. Like
for hiking in Las Vegas?
San Diego, not for hiking on any of those 3.
Oh, all right, just partying. All right.
I'm not saying partying. I'm just saying hanging out. You know, it doesn't have to be partying. Key West, I stayed there in a houseboat for a while, and that was.
You didn't get sick?
I did actually.
Yeah,
I did actually.
MacGyver. I don't know how MacGyver did it.
And there was a storm as well, and all sorts of. What?
Was there alcohol involved in the motion sickness of the ocean?
No, I mean, there was alcohol involved in the whole trip, but not really in the motion.
Just saying.
It was, whatever.
That's my assumption.
Yeah, well.
Maybe true or false.
True or false. Who knows? Find out next week.
I'm not walking in
Las Vegas, I stayed for 7 days straight, though, and that was
7 days
ridiculous
straight.
and amazing all at the same time. Yeah, left even. So I played blackjack the entire time.
7 days.
7 days of blackjack. 7 days of blackjack, and they even bought us pizza, everything. They were like, "You've been sitting at this table for a long time. You clearly need to eat something."
If you're sending our kids to college, we can at least buy you a pizza,
right? And,
Today,
they give you free booze
Jack.
and this and that. I don't know. So those 7 days paid for the hotel, all the food, everything. It was great. I don't know. And then San Diego was also fantastic. So
San Diego. I've always wanted to go to California.
San Diego, and honestly San Francisco as well. Like, they both have my heart so much.
Yeah.
Did you
I
leave
just
your heart
feel,
in San Francisco?
Funny.
See, I can make bad jokes too, John.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I got a semi-giggle out of that. Yeah. No, it just feels like home there.
Yeah.
It really does. It's great. So, yeah, no, it was a fantastic journey all around.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
40 fucking states.
40 states, 5 months. It was, you literally wake up in the morning, you're like, I have no idea where I'm going to be next. I have no idea when I'm going to sleep next or where I'm going to sleep next. It was the most adventurous thing I've ever done in my life, and it literally changed my life.
So
outlook.
Not to harp on like the same thing over and over with each of your stories. Was this really the relationship breaker, or was there something? I'm just curious because again, like Like,
I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else, and I loved spending that much time with him. And honestly, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
It was fantastic. It really was. It was great. It was like I would spend 5 more months again, kind of thing. Straight.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Was his name Dustin, and did you leave him in Virginia?
It was not.
It was Phil, and he's
Sorry,
been choreographing this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Oh God.
Tell us about your travel adventures down below in the comments. We want to know.
We do.
Yeah.
Love reading comments.
Yeah.
I
Where
was
have
so
you gone?
upset
What have you done?
And so
What are you
happy
doing?
that there was so many comments last week.
There
and I
were
was glad,
so many comments.
but I wasn't on the episode, so it's like, oh, it's all, you know what I mean? It's referencing.
Bummer.
You played video game true or false,
did
and you
play.
submitted your answers, and
I
you
did.
were on the honor system.
And I did well.
Yeah,
I did well.
you won.
I did. I
You
was so
won.
proud. I do
For
well. when
one time, he actually wins. He
I know.
wasn't even on the show.
I know, really.
My thoughts were maybe the camera was causing some pressure, so we
Yes.
didn't actually film any of this.
That's
episode.
what all those words were about.
Yeah.
That's
It was saying maybe you want to hit record,
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah.
It's like nope.
Maybe.
I don't
I think
think
Jeremy
so.
would be all
Are you
right.
sure?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.
Or
Yeah.
will we? We don't know. I mean, I could.
I hope that we will
Hopefully
be
we
back
won't
next
die.
week along with you. And
Yes.
Subscribe to the
morbid.
channel.
that's a little morbid.
I'm
Yeah, I don't
sorry.
know. Here,
Check out our Facebook page
Tune it down over there.
Yeah.
and give us money on Patreon for the Midnight Games Cast. I'm Brian Paul.
Jeremy.
Michelle Varacchione.
I thought you were Melissa.
Melissa.
God damn it,
Yes.
Brian. Every
We'll
time.
We'll see you next week.
Good thing you wore a blue shirt. Your hands are very blue.
Oh my god.
And your
I want to
ears.
talk about it. I know.
Let me see.
I know.
me see.
Oh my god, I know.
Oh my goodness.
I
so
know.
You have to work tomorrow.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
Will that
know.
come off of your ears? And your cheek
I
and
really
your
hope
forehead
so.
and your hands?
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really
Oh
bad.
my god. Oh no.
If you squeeze
It's
one
really
of the
bad.
dreads.
Look at my hands.
Is that
Oh.
from dyeing it though?
Yeah,
Or is that just from
It was
now?
from looking
No,
at
that
it.
was like 2 hours ago I did
Oh,
this.
you just. Oh,
I
all
just did it.
Okay. Oh, I see. And it's not permanent.
It
Or it is permanent?
It's permanent.
I mean, do you
It's
have?
still wet.
I'm
You know.
curious. I'm gonna get any dye out of it.
I know. That's what I'm hoping.
You should.
Bleach. Why don't you put some bleach in your on your face? Take off the blue. And your hands.
Why don't you bleach your
Yeah.
face?
You'll take it right up.
Bleach.
Your shoulder too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I figured you want to know.
look away.
No.
No, I do. I actually already knew.
But I like the blue.
Thank
But
you.
that's the thing. I
No,
like it.
I already. Yep.
I'm just sorry that it's causing the destruction.
It is.
But I do like the
It
blue.
is. Do you
It's
think
pretty
they
awesome.
saw?
No, I don't think they
This is
saw.
my favorite bonus footage ever.
It's gonna be on your cheeks now. Don't do
No!
that. Don't rub your face.
What do I do? I don't know what to do.
I do. I do.